In corporate America, getting a promotion feels like one of the most gate-kept secrets. There's little to no information online on what you have control over and what you can actually do. In the next 15 minutes, I'll walk you through my framework and steps that you can actually do now for how you can maximize your chances of getting that next promotion. And best of all, it doesn't matter what job you have or how much experience you have. These steps literally apply to everyone. So I'm a firm believer in practicing what you preach. I'm Max Mal. I'm a PMP certified project leader with experience in growth operations and project management. Over the course of my career, I followed this exact framework and these steps to really fast track my career growth from manager to senior manager to director. Before we dive in, if you find this video helpful, my only ask is that you like and share the video with anyone who may benefit from it as well. I want to be clear, doing these steps does not guarantee you a promotion. There's a lot of factors that go into a promotion, and many of them are outside of your control. This video is focusing on the things that you can do, the things that you have control over, and how you can maximize that. I'll break this video down into two parts, and I'll put timestamps so you can easily skip around. Part 1, what is a promotion? Part 2, how do you maximize your chances of getting a promotion? So what is a promotion? The word promotion is such a vague and ambiguous term. What does it actually mean? Well, promotion means growth. So how does one grow? It's a million-dollar question, and it's a fairly simple answer. You get opportunities to grow when you take care and crush the responsibilities and roles that you currently have. It makes logical sense, right? Think about it. Why would your manager, why would your company take the risk of giving you more things to do if you're currently not showing that you're capable of managing and maintaining the things that you currently own? Promotions are a double-edged sword. They come with a lot of upside, whether it be title, compensation, or additional opportunities. But it's also important to note that promotion most likely means that you'll be doing more work or expanding the scope of your work. I want to emphasize, if you do not like working, getting a promotion may not be a goal for you, and that's totally okay. So now that we know what a promotion is, how do we maximize our chances of getting one? Before we can even consider ourselves eligible or putting ourselves out there to get a promotion, we need to make sure that we're crushing the work that we're doing. Step 1 is you have to do your current job really well. Okay, so Max, what does doing your job well mean? Let's break that down. Doing your job well means when you first were hired for this certain role or responsibility, at the most fundamental level, there is a list of things, a list of tasks that you need to complete or you need to manage. You have a set of responsibilities that you are the owner of. Make sure that you do your tasks, that you do your things really well. Make sure that whatever tasks you are responsible for are being completed on time and they are delivered with high quality. Make sure that you are communicating and you are sharing the updates and the progress that you're making on these tasks so everyone knows that the work is being done. Communicating that you're doing the task, communicating the progress is almost as important as doing the task itself. So you've been doing these steps, or you've been incorporating them and you're seeing progress. You're crushing the work that you're doing. Now what? Well, that's the foundation that we build off of. Naturally, when you've demonstrated that you're crushing and absolutely owning the work that you've been assigned, your manager and your employer will likely try to find more opportunities for you to grow, most likely AKA work in which you can help support on. And this makes logical sense, right? When you have a high performer who's doing well, there's always more work to be done, whether it's improving processes, supporting other team members, more growth opportunities. There is always more work to be done. If you do your current job really well, your manager will have confidence in you. They will feel more comfortable expanding the scope of your role, giving you more responsibilities, potentially more higher stake projects. This will open up more opportunities for you to grow. But it's so important that you have a growth mindset. You have a can-do-it-all attitude, and that no task is beneath you. You're really willing to just learn. Having a learning and growth mindset is one of the biggest skill sets that anyone can learn. The good news is that most of the time, there's not a shortage of work. Work is not the bottleneck. There's just limited resources to be able to do it. As you're crushing your current role and you're opening up yourself to more opportunities to grow, to learn, to support, to expand the scope of your role, during this time, it's really important for you to think about where you ultimately want to be. Before taking on any new responsibilities or opportunities, I think it's important to think about how those opportunities are going to help you get to where you want to go. To get a promotion, you need to show growth. You need to show that you're providing value outside of your current role and responsibilities. Once you've demonstrated that you're crushing your role and that you've been crushing these additional responsibilities that you've been given. It's really important that you align with your manager, with your employer on your expectations. Lots of times, employees forget that the conversation, it's a two-sided street. If you aren't clear in what your goals are and what you hope to accomplish, how will your employer know? How will your manager know? How can they best put you in those positions to, number one, be successful, and number two, be happy with where you're going? It's important for you to be really clear in where you want to grow, what you highly value, what you're looking to get out of working at this company. If you want to grow in a skill set, make that really transparent. Have that conversation with your employer, with your manager. It sounds really simple, but it can feel uncomfortable to have that conversation. But it's so important that your manager and that you align. During your one-on-ones, quarterly reviews, some helpful things to consider discussing. What are the biggest pain points the company is facing right now? What opportunities are there to grow? Clearly stating what your goals are, when you hope to accomplish them, and what you hope to achieve. How your goals align with the opportunities available. After you've clearly set your expectations on what your growth is and what you hope to accomplish, you've had that discussion with your manager. You've had this documented, and you're taking on new responsibilities, new opportunities, and you're crushing it. The onus is on you to keep good documentation on what you've done. Write down what you've accomplished. Write down how you've expanded the scope of your role. Write down the impacts. Try to be as quantitative as you possibly can, using metrics, using data. Compile this information, putting this information together to paint a story on how you've been furthering the company's growth and goals. You want to paint the simplest and most clear picture as to how the work you're doing is helping the company grow. When you constantly are writing down your wins, what you've accomplished, it makes it so much easier when you have that review with your manager and during end of year reviews. From my experience, especially if your manager is a good manager, they will want to vouch for you. They will want to advocate for you. And by ensuring that you have documentation with really concrete data points and having all this neatly compiled for them, you're making their life easier. You're giving them the resources they need to help make a better case for you. Help your managers out, make it really easy on them. So you followed all of these steps to a T. You're absolutely crushing it. You're taking on more, you're advocating for yourself, you're confidently communicating to others so they know what you've done, and you're documenting all these data points that helps to paint a narrative and this story as to how you're making your company grow. With that being said, the reality of the situation is there is still a lot that we do not have control over. You could be a rock star at your company, following all the tips that I just shared, and still not get a promotion if your company's not doing well, or if your manager ultimately is not advocating for you. There are things you can't control, there are things that you can control. And certainly in this video, what I wanted to emphasize and focus on is how to put yourself in the best position with what you have control over. While there is no guarantee, certainly one life philosophy that I live by is, it doesn't hurt to try. Why not try to put yourself in the best position to be successful? And certainly along the way, should there be any opportunities, you'll be in the best position to capitalize on those. As you think about your career growth and your goals, taking a step back, I wanted to share some additional tips on things you should be thinking about as you progress in your career. When you become a leader at your company, it becomes less so about your own executional skills and more so about how well you can manage people, how well you are at problem solving, how good your ideas are. Are you someone who can optimize existing processes? Are you someone who can look at a process that's working now and whether or not the process is scalable long term? Are you someone who can work with cross-functional teams in directing them and leading them and guiding them to success? Are you someone that can be really creative in pushing the boundary? It becomes less so about how well you can do things and more so about how you are as a visionary, as a thought leader, as someone who can really drive the company towards more growth. If you have a solid idea, make sure that you're vocal about it. Make sure that you're confident. And most importantly, make sure that you have the data points to back it up. Be someone who people go to when they want a second opinion. Be someone who people go to when they want solid advice. Be someone who is willing to lend their hand if needed. In summary, do your job well. Do all your tasks on time. Be reliable. Be accountable. Be someone who your team turns to for expertise. Be someone your team trusts with getting stuff done on time. Once your team has confidence in you, they'll naturally find more opportunities for you to help support. That trust and that confidence in you will lead to more growth opportunities. Continue doing more and doing the tasks exceptionally well. Continue building your rapport, growing your confidence. As you do more, you want to be really vocal. You want to be strategic and clear as to what your goals, what your aspirations are. If your manager and your employer don't know what your goals are, how can they put you in the best positions to achieve your goals? Communication is a two-way street. As you do more, continue advocating for yourself and thinking about what opportunities are available and how these opportunities can help you achieve your growth, your mission, in addition to helping the company grow. Ultimately, promotions are not guaranteed. You can do all these steps, and it's very possible that a company will not promote you. There are a lot of variables that you don't have control over. But with that being said, the focus is on being positive. The focus is on doing what you can do, controlling what you can control. I hope you found this video both informative and helpful. I'm creating this video because earlier on in my career, I would have loved to see a video like this to put myself in the best position. Please comment down below. What tips, what strategies, what methods have you used in maximizing your chances of getting a promotion? If you found the video helpful, make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll catch you all in the next video.